Hello folks, and welcome to Throwback Thursday, the show where we turn back the clocks and look back at previous matches from the United Wrestling Network's History Archive. I'm your host, D-Man Dan Parker, and today we're going to look back at former friends turned bitter enemies in Peter Avalon and Ray Rosas. The former PP Ray were three-time United Wrestling Network Tag Team Champions. And today, we're going to look back at their milestone 2017 7th anniversary event, where it was PP Ray battling against each other in a steel cage match. So without further ado, I give you Peter Avalon versus Ray Rosas in a steel cage match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a steel cage match. On his way to the ring first, from Lancaster, California, weighing in at 191 pounds, Ray Rosas!
A feud forged in the fires of hate. This is our main event. This is Milestone. Joe Galli, Gianni LaQuasto calling this epic main event here.
You said it perfectly, Joe. You know, this is a story between two former best friends. It didn't even have to end this way. But Ray Rosas had a long-term injury. PPA was a backstabber, had a fragile ego, and it led us to this very moment. The former three-time United Tag Team Champions, it's going to clash right now in a violent saga.
And his opponent, led to the ring by Nico Marquez from Carson City, Nevada, weighing in at 171 pounds, professional Peter Avalon.
Arguably the most personal match in the history of championship wrestling from Hollywood. From brothers in battle to tag team champions, now bitter enemies ready to put their careers on the line and destroy one another in a steel cage.
Joe, it's become very clear over the course of this year, neither one of these men can progress in their lives or even their careers until something decisive happens, and that unforgiving steel surrounding them is going to guarantee it. Something has to give between Ray Rosas and Peter Avalon.
And Nico Marquez going to be looking on, but outside of the steel structure, he's not going to be able to help out PPA in this matchup.
Absolutely not. Nico Marquez can only stand on the outside, cheer Peter Avalon on. He cannot interfere whatsoever. This is going to be something historic.
Of course, with steel cage match comes steel cage rules. You can only win by escaping the cage, planting both feet on the floor, or by pinfall or submission. Oh. And Ray Rosas going right after Peter Avalon.
But a quick counter from Avalon. You can see, look, these two are about as evenly matched as possible. They each have a victory over each other during this year.
And Nico Marquez looking on with concern as Ray Rosas almost sent into the steel.
I mean, Joe, the history between these two is absolutely incredible. Like we mentioned, PP Ray, one of the greatest tag teams in the history of the United Wrestling Network. But Peter Avalon turned his back on Ray Rosas after he made a triumphant return.
And Ray Rosas looking to take advantage, sending Peter Avalon, managed to catch himself, now climbing the cage, looking for the quick escape. Ray Rosas able to cut him off at the pass.
Look at Avalon doing his best to escape and end this early.
I mean, that's got to be the plan for Peter Avalon. Try to escape the cage, raking the eyes right in front of the official. No disqualifications inside a steel cage.
Steel cage rules essentially means no rules. Do whatever you have to do to win the match.
Whether it's by pinfall, submission, or escape, a win is a win for Peter Avalon. And that would put a grin on the face of everyone in the office, which has certainly been shaken up in the past few weeks.
I mean, look, we always see a grin on the face of Nico Marquez. Sometimes I have no idea why. But if Peter Avalon can finally rid himself of Ray Rosas, that's going to bring the office right back to power.
Peter Avalon calling for the cage to be open, but Ray Rosas on top of him. Whoa. Now diving through. Ray Rosas looking to escape. And, oh, look at Nico Marquez pushing him back.
Are you kidding me?
A race for the exit, and Nico Marquez pulling Peter Avalon, trying to get his golden boy out of the cage, onto the floor.
I stand corrected about Nico Marquez not interfering.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be possible either, but if there is a will, there's a way. And we always know that Nico Marquez has a will to win. Ray Rosas, Peter Avalon locked in a steel cage. We'll be right back.
You can catch all of wrestling's biggest stars on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
And you can put a $sign on that.
Tune in and stay up to date on all the latest stories and action on America's fastest growing wrestling program.
Get ready for the fight of your life.
Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Check your local listings for time and channel, or catch us online on Fight TV.
Welcome back to the action and absolute slugfest, center of the ring. Ray Rosas, Peter Avalon trading blows.
This match is not going to end until someone is violently injured. A huge back body drop from Ray Rosas.
Peter Avalon came down hard.
And you know, Joe, some things in life, they just happen by chance. PPA and Ray Rosas, they never had any intention of being a tag team. But the first time they were ever scheduled together as a tag team, their chemistry, I remember, it was immediate. And the excitement people had watching them was undeniable. And they always face bigger... Oh, here we go, pin attempt here by Avalon. Only a 2. They always faced bigger and stronger opponents, but they did whatever they could. They had each other's backs, and it always led to victory. 3-time tag team champs.
Yeah, that bond, that brotherhood, oh! Has come crashing down just like Peter Avalon's spine into the steel.
Like we mentioned earlier, thus far, they are 1-1 facing each other this past year. Both matches, absolute classics. But there is only one decisive winner in a steel cage.
Ray Rosas sandwiching Peter Avalon in a bad spot. Oh! Run over once again, getting flattened up against the chain link. Gets the boot up right across the bridge of the nose. Oh, Ray Rosas' skull crashing right into the center steel post, into that steel support. Absolute unforgiving steel.
You won't find anyone more resourceful or opportunistic than Peter Avalon. You saw him get the boot up, and he turned the tide of this match quickly.
Steel cage matches are absolutely so dangerous. Could take years off your career, possibly years off your life.
At this point, I don't think either one of them care. They are tired of having each other in their lives. I mean, you look at the history of Avalon's career, 672 days as the Hollywood Heritage Champion, while Rosas was on the shelf with a knee injury.
And Rosas coming back after that knee injury, going toe-to-toe with Peter and the Office. Look at this, snapping into the vertical suplex.
Oh, here we go.
Locks on for one more, into the steel cage.
No need for the three amigos when you have the cage. Hooks the leg. Ooh, only a 2.
You know, it could have been Ray Rosas having an opportunity here at Milestone at the Hollywood Heritage Championship, but Peter Avalon snuffed that opportunity, causing this feud to end in this steel cage as Ray Rosas looking to escape. But no, Peter Avalon right on top of him.
That's right, double axe handle to the lumbar spine, and you're right, it was all down to insecurity and hatred that Avalon had, in my opinion, for no reason for Ray Rosas, and his head just slammed off the top of the cage, and again.
Precarious position for both of these professional wrestlers. Oh no, what's Peter Avalon thinking here?
Oh my
Side
God.
Russian leg sweep off the top rope. That could have hurt Peter almost equally as much as he gets into the cover though, and Ray Rosas staying alive.
Brilliant rollover by Avalon, just using the momentum of his body to get that pin attempt there. We never thought it would lead to this, Joe Galley, but here we are.
We're here, and so is the crowd at the Ocean View Pavilion, showing their love, their support for Ray Rosas.
And Joe, you're right. You know, for the past 3 years, it's been a question of what if for Rosas. What if he never had the severe knee injury that took him out for 2 years? It's possible he could have been the one with a historic title run, not Peter Avalon.
It's entirely possible, but once again, that's just a what if. Reality is what reality is, and the reality is you're locked in a steel cage with a former Heritage champion, but Ray Rosas knows all of Peter Avalon's moves, all of his schemes. He's got him on track in this matchup.
That's right. I mean, for quite a long time, Peter Avalon was making a habit out of attacking his opponents before the bell. You saw right from the top, Rosas took care of that quickly, and a backbreaker.
Could be enough, hooks the leg. Only getting 2.
And don't forget, when Rosas came back, Joe, he wanted PP Ray to reunite. As a matter of fact, they even had a reunion scheduled, and Avalon viciously attacked him. As Rosas trying to climb out of the cage here.
Trying to go over the top. Peter Avalon now in a race to catch up, and he does.
Oh,
Peter Avalon got one leg over, but look at the look on the face of Ray Rosas, punching him right in the throat.
This is not going to be an easy fall for either one of these gentlemen here.
Teetering back and forth. The winner of this exchange could win the whole matchup. Headbutt from Ray Rosas. Oh, dangerous territory. A headbutt from Peter Avalon.
Safety has been tossed to the wayside. Oh, and they both get hung out to dry. Oh, Galley. That's a rough spot.
That is a tough, tough place to be for any wrestler. And look at these two still slugging it out. Oh, and look at Ray Rosas. More pain, more punishment. South of the border as they both collapse onto the canvas.
The most painful seesaw you'll ever see.
That was just as devastating to both opponents at the same time. I don't think either one has an advantage at this point. No. It's almost like we're back to zero.
Well, you know, these two are almost mirror images of each other. They're both so evenly matched, and they've proven that over the years. That's why they were such a great team.
You could see the fire building inside Ray Rosas, pounding into Peter Avalon, comes off the ropes, full head of steam, runs into a leg lariat.
Now, if I'm Avalon here, well, he's going to go for a pin, hooks the leg.
Could be it right here, Rosas staying alive.
If I'm PPA, this is when I start attacking that surgically repaired left knee, Joe. Go back to the well that has been successful for you in the past.
That's a solid strategy, but Peter Avalon in the office just have bad intentions on their mind in this cage match. Peter Avalon up on his feet.
With every clubbing blow by Avalon, he thinks back to all the mind games of this past year that Ray Rosas has played on him. Rosas trying to fight back from his knees.
The intensity in the eyes that just get raked by Peter Avalon. Oh! A boot to the side of the face with Nico Marquez cheering along. This could be it. Hooks the inside leg, only gets two. Oh, and look at that. Ray Rosas quickly with the roll-up in the crucifix. Only two.
What a counter, and you see the head matchmaker, Nico Marquez, very confident on the outside. I mean, think about what this means for Nico. PPA gets a huge victory over Ray Rosas. That's great things for the office. They can finally, rid themselves of the thorn in their side that is Ray Rosas.
And look at this. Peter Avalon could be finding his way out of the cage. Has he done enough damage? He's up on the top rope. The smile ear to ear. Oh, and look at that. Ray Rosas able to cut him off. Oh, Peter Avalon, he's caught. He's caught. This is your moment, Ray.
That
Ray
is
can leave right now.
Whoa, if I've ever seen one. Rosas, you got to get going here.
Rosas coming out. The door's open. This is Rosas' moment, his opportunity. No, he goes, missile drop kick.
Joe, this means more to Ray Rosas than just winning a match. This is putting a stamp on his career, on his legacy, and on the friendship of Peter Avalon.
Ray Rosas could have left at any time, but instead he's staying in the cage, applying more pressure to Peter Avalon. More pain, more vitriol. Oh, is he going? It's over.
Oh, no.
And Nico Marquez slams the steel door right into the skull of Ray Rosas.
You hear how everyone feels about Nico Marquez here. And look, when you're the head matchmaker and minority owner, you have no rules. You do what you want. You slam the cage off the head of Ray Rosas.
But this has been the problem for Ray Rosas this entire time since his return. It's not just taking on one member of the office. It's taking on the whole office the whole time.
You're right. Absolutely right. And Rosas is in a lot of pain here as Avalon's still struggling to get to his feet.
Our main event here at Milestone, Ray Rosas showing signs of battle. We have to take a break. We'll be right back.
Like to attend a free taping of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood? Then come on down to the Ocean View Pavilion at 575 East Surfside Drive, Port Hueneme, California, 93041, and be a part of the action.
Welcome back to our main event, steel cage match. Professional Peter Avalon taking on Ray Rosas, who has been busted open and beaten during the commercial break. Oh no, he's going skull first, back into the steel. God.
Well, that initial injury there obviously was from Nico Marquez slamming the door off his forehead, and Peter Avalon, like a hyena, like a jackal, just taking full advantage.
Enormous amount of history between these two, causing such a monumental rift.
This is years in the making. You know, Joe, 3 years ago when Rosas got hurt, it looked like he was gone forever. And from there, PPA skyrocketed, became the longest reigning Hollywood Heritage Champion ever.
Oh, as he sends Ray Rosas back into the steel.
But Joe, as you remember, at some point during his title reign, PPA, he got insecure. He got desperate. That's when he aligned with Nico Marquez to form the Office. You see the fan there about to bawl his eyes out.
Seeing their hero, Ray Rosas, get absolutely beaten to a pulp inside the steel cage.
And this is all of that violent insecurity coming out of PPA. He did not want Rosas to take his spot.
And look at Peter Avalon just putting his boot heel right into the throat of Ray Rosas.
The King of Beards is in dire straits here. Oh, wait a minute.
Don't discount the heart and tenacity of Ray Rosas. Perhaps getting a second wind right here. Oh, but he goes skull first into the steel post.
That is the 5th vicious shot right to the head of Ray Rosas. Whether it's by Nico Marquez or Peter Avalon. Oh boy, he's in rough shape.
Could be permanent brain damage done to Ray Rosas. Sent into the corner. Here comes Peter Avalon. Gets caught with an enziguri. This is the opening that Ray Rosas needs. He's right there.
I don't think he's going to utilize that opening. He doesn't even know where he's at. Oh, my
Martinez!
God!
Martinez in the corner! It's all over.
All he's got to do is pin him.
Now.
All he has to do is pin him. Oh, wait a minute.
Peter Avalon electing to escape the cage instead of a pin.
I mean, he could easily get the 3 count.
Up to the top rope now. Peter Avalon so close to victory.
Whoa.
Oh, but Ray Rosas pulls him down face first into the top of the steel.
My.
Peter Avalon trying to...
Oh, God. The top of his forehead went right off the cage there, and now off the top turnbuckle, Joe.
The chrome, the cabeza of Peter Avalon has been broken open.
Oh, my God. Oh, and a right shot. And another.
Peter Avalon's like a zombie. He's out on his feet, but Ray Rosas sending him right into the steel.
They say turnabout's fair play, and there it is again.
All's fair in love and war in steel cage matches.
I mean, we need a cut man in the corner. I don't even know if Avalon can see.
Ray Rosas is feeling the end here.
Oh.
Brain buster, center of the ring. It's over. Peter Avalon somehow getting the shoulder up.
That is on pure instinct. Say all the terrible things you want about Avalon, and they are justified, but the guy has no quit in him, and he's proven it. Now the question is, look at Rosas. He wants to open the door,
Rosas,
but he knows Nico's there.
Calling for the end, Ray Rosas. Oh, but Nico Marquez using everything he's got.
He's going to have to climb out.
Holding the door shut. Peter Avalon, just knocked Nico Marquez to the floor.
It's about time someone knocked him down. Ray's going to crawl out.
This is it. It's over. Ray Rosas is there. He just needs to get his feet on the floor. He's on the steps. He's right there.
Step down, Ray. What are you doing? Peter's calling him back in.
Ray Rosas is right there. He could win this matchup. All he needs to do is take one more step.
It's not about that, apparently.
Wow.
I can't believe...
Oh, super kick. Ray Rosas up on the shoulders.
Could it be?
Adios, amigos. Goodbye, friend. It's a no way.
I'm at a loss for words. Meanwhile, Nico is trying to recover on the outside, but Ray Rosas hit the adios amigos after the super kick, and somehow Avalon kicked out.
All the pain and punishment to the face, to the skull of Peter Avalon, plus all the blood that's been lost in this matchup. What's Ray Rosas thinking? No.
He's pointing to the top?
You can't do it, Ray.
Oh, he's about to, Joe.
Ray Rosas is a man possessed. You've got to be kidding me. Peter Avalon right on top.
Oh, no.
He was playing possum. Peter Avalon, sit out, powerbomb, it's over. Oh, and Ray Rosas somehow kicking out.
Ray Rosas is going to regret that he did not step down from that final steel step there and win this match because, oh boy, PPA's measuring him up.
What could Peter Avalon be possibly thinking? What could be going through his head right now?
He should be crawling out of the cage. That's what he should be doing.
Instead of going for the door, looks like he's going to escape again. Oh, no. Oh, no, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no water in the pool. Peter Avalon comes crashing down off the top of the steel. Oh, he's hurt. Peter Avalon's hurt. He might have broken ribs.
Absolutely right. Not to mention, he still probably can't see. Now what is Rosas thinking?
Peter Avalon was trying to end Ray Rosas coming off the top of the steel cage. Rosas now.
All he has to do is climb out, Joe. Simple as that.
This could be it. Ray Rosas.
What is in his mind right now?
Come on, Ray. Just climb down the steel. You don't have to do this.
What?
It's too high. No way. Ray Rosas on top of the steel cage.
From the top of the pavilion on the elbow drop.
Right into the heart of Peter Avalon.
Got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Ray Rosas!
What an incredible main event for the first episode of Milestone. Ray Rosas victorious over Peter Avalon, victorious over The Office. Let's take a look at this replay. It was absolutely incredible. Let's take it back. Peter Avalon going for the moonsault off the top of the cage, crashing down.
And Joe, it was a picture-perfect moonsault, but Ray Rosas had the wherewithal to roll out of the way, and instead of climbing out of the cage, he wanted to put a definitive end to this feud. He went to the top of the cage and landed an amazing elbow drop dead center of the heart of Peter Avalon.
Yeah, if there's even a heart there. Ray Rosas victorious after such a hot and bitter feud between Peter Avalon and The Office. Don't forget, folks, next week, the Hollywood Heritage Championship. The title's on the line. The United Wrestling Network World Tag Team titles are on the line. Milestone continues next week.
As you just saw, Ray Rosas picked up a giant win over Peter Avalon in a battle-tested, bloody steel cage match. Ray Rosas would go on to win and become a future United Wrestling Network television champion. As for Peter Avalon, though, as of this day, he is still owed an NWA World's title match, and hopefully he will get that shot in the not-too-distant future. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let us know what kind of matches you'd like to see in future episodes of Throwback Thursday. I'm your host, D-Man Dan Parker, and I will see you on the flip side.
You've been watching Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and go to HollywoodWrestling.com for more information on how to catch our program.